You're listening to DC High Volume, Batman. If you're looking for a place to stay in Gotham City, there've been some unexpected vacancies at Arkham Asylum. Ever since an audacious breakout where Two-Face and other inmates went free, followed shortly by Alberto Falcone, the holiday killer, being released on house arrest. Soon after, a cop was found dead, strung up from the Gotham Bridge with a hangman's game pinned to his corpse. Chance? Coincidence? Or something more sinister? The world's greatest detective is on the case. And now, Dark Victory, Chapter 2.
For nearly a year, a serial killer stalked the streets of Gotham City. His identity was unknown, only that he struck on holidays. Incredibly enough, just one person was shot at by Holiday and survived. Why he was left alive remains something of a riddle to this day. Edward Nygma is obsessed with riddles. Just as Holiday left objects to represent the dates of the killings, Nygma commits crimes complete with riddles to challenge his would-be captors. I have him hanging upside down by his leg, dangling off the bridge, a loose length of cable in my hand. I can do this all night, and I don't think you can, Riddler.
Question. What can you only do going down and never going up? Answer. Fall.
Now, someone else in Gotham City has committed murder and left an odd clue as to their identity. Talk to me about Chief O'Hara.
Who was the chief of police, Clancy O'Hara, who was hanged by some sort of rope or cord off this bridge?
There was a note pinned to the body.
A note? Why wasn't a note mentioned in the newspapers?
The police kept it out, for now. This is a copy of the note. It depicts a children's game.
It is a challenge to do this upside down. It's Hangman, isn't it?
Study it. Come back with something I don't know.
And if I can't?
You will. O'Hara's death weighs the heaviest on Jim Gordon. As the newly appointed police commissioner, he'll be flooded with pressure from both inside the department and out.
I always liked the view from that chair.
Gil, wish you had let me know you were coming downtown. I could have...
You could have what, Jimmy? Made sure you were out for lunch?
Gillian B. Loeb, Jim's predecessor.
Commissioner of Police, James Gordon. Very nice. But you never really understood how things run in Gotham City. Brought you out here all the way from Chicago. Had such high hopes for you, my boy.
I didn't take your job, Gil. You lost it in a cesspool of corruption and graft.
Always the altar boy, Jimmy. That part about you never impressed me. And I wouldn't get too comfortable in that chair. There's a reason it has wheels on it. You might have ridden in here by making your constituents think they could rest easy around the holidays, but Alberto Falcone is out of jail now, and Harvey Dent is...
Don't bring Dent into this, and get your cane out of my face.
Two-Face is what they call him these days, isn't it? Shame what happened there. I had a hand in getting him the DA's job, too. Had a hand in more things than you'll ever know. The city council has their eye on you. I told them that someone with my experience would be a good idea. You got a cop killer out there now. People don't like it when it's about cops. Makes them feel uneasy. You got lucky last time. All you had were some cheap hoods for victims.
I earned this job on a lot more than just the Holiday case.
Yes, sir. Always like that view.
More than ever, I have come to appreciate the solitude of the cave beneath my father's house. Even the occasional interruption from Alfred cannot deter me from my investigation.
I was planning out the menu for Thanksgiving, Master Bruce, and wondered if, perhaps, this year, we might set the table for more than just one.
O'Hara's neck. It wasn't broken like in a traditional hanging where the body is dropped. The angle of the abrasions, here, point toward being hoisted up and off the ground.
Yes, sir. I was thinking along the lines of Selina Kyle. She always brings a certain distraction into your life.
But in order for O'Hara not to have used his hands to struggle, the noose would have had to contract quickly. The moment it went over his head. Quickly enough that he probably blacked out, before he strangled to death. I'm not even sure it was a rope. It may have been a cord of some sort. I found something like that in Scarecrow's cell at Arkham. Catwoman's bola has the tensile strength, too.
Unless we forget the trusty bat rope, too.
Gordon can't give me the same sort of access to the evidence room as before. This Janice Porter woman in the DA's office is proving she can be difficult.
A world without Harvey Dent in it.
I wish I could find him. I searched his home. An entirely different family lives there now. And yet, I can't shake the feeling that Harvey is part of this somehow. But I was wrong about him being Holiday. And I can't afford to be wrong again.
There's nothing wrong with being wrong, sir. Even I'm not infallible on the occasion.
Batman can't be. I never discussed this with you, Alfred. But I was nearly ready to tell Harvey. Just before his accident.
Tell him what, sir?
The truth. About who I was. About my parents. All of it. He would have been the only one, other than you, to know.
Then, given how things turned out, aren't we glad that you didn't?
Maybe, Alfred. Or maybe if I had told him, Harvey wouldn't have pushed himself so hard. He might have trusted me more. If I had trusted him. On Halloween night, Harvey Dent escaped or was kidnapped from Arkham Asylum. Gone without a trace. For decades, the Gotham City crime cartel was ruled by the Falcone family. Carmine the Roman Falcone being the last true crime lord, until Harvey Dent sent him to his grave. A grave that has now been disturbed.
I don't appreciate being summoned out here in the dead of night, Falcone.
I have to agree with Jim on this one, Mario.
Mario?
The district attorney's office isn't some all-night gas station that you can just pull into and use.
I understand both of your concerns, and I am in no way trying to take advantage of either of you or your time. But the disappearance of my father's body and the subsequent dismemberment of his hand has my sister Sophia. I'm doing what I can to clean up the Falcone name in Gotham City. That's why I'm offering you access to...
You'll offer them nothing. You'd go to this cop, this friend of Dent's, Gordon can't even keep his own people safe. What's he gonna do for us, huh? The family will handle this, Alberto. Not some outsider.
You mean Mario?
What the hell are you talking about?
Sophia, you just called me Alberto.
I did not. I should know who my own brother is, even if he isn't acting like one.
Huh?
After Miss Falcone.
These men are private detectives hired to protect my father's grave. They're licensed to carry firearms. If any of you interfere with them, you'll have to show cause in front of a judge in the morning.
Fine.
Whatever.
What a lovely bunch of coconuts.
I guess. Jim, I'm sorry I even dragged you into this. I just didn't feel comfortable meeting Falcone in a graveyard at night.
It's not like I was doing anything else.
I, didn't mean... Look, I know you're going through some tough times at home, and you don't need me making it worse at work.
I know this is out of the blue, but do you want to have Thanksgiving dinner together? Maybe get started off on a new foot?
I appreciate the offer, Jim. I really do, but I've already got dinner plans.
You do?
Yes. Why do you sound so surprised?
I just thought, being new to town, not really knowing anyone, you wouldn't have plans, that's all.
Well, I do. Can we go now? It's cold.
Coconuts.
Despite being convicted for the holiday killings, Alberto Falcone was later ordered freed by manipulation of the courts. There are stipulations to his release. He's not allowed off the property of his grandfather's estate near Wayne Manor. His every movement is monitored by an electronic collar around his ankle. He thinks he's alone.
You can't stop now.
Who is that?
They'll forget you.
Coming out from behind. Damn! Who are you? What do you want? Answer me! Who are you?
Thanksgiving in Gotham City. District Attorney Janice Porter's hotel room. A dinner for two sits untouched.
You're hungry, aren't you?
Thanksgiving in my father's house. Mostly I remember waiting until he would come home from the hospital before we could eat. The turkey was often cold by then. Even so, I had the sense that this meal is intended to be with family, of which I have none.
Well, we can certainly be thankful that Miss Kyle didn't have a previous commitment for this evening.
Aw. And aren't we thankful that Bruce Wayne, billionaire playboy, had room in his busy schedule?
Oh, busy. Right, Selena.
If you should require anything else.
Thanks, Alfred. I think we can handle it from here on in.
Very well.
Remember me?
Selena,
Yes. Here I am, at your dinner table. Eating dinner.
I see the signal. I make an excuse. I have to go. I'm halfway there before I realize someone has replaced the bat with a question mark.
Aww! Really?
Answers.
The game, as you know, is Hangman. Originally, it was considered to be based on cryptography, but it doesn't follow that pattern. A cryptogram would have letters that were substituted for other ones, what some people call codes. The idea is to fill the blank spaces before the drawing of the hangman is completed. Piece by piece. A hand, a foot, a leg. Some people play with fingers and toes, but it is random guessing, possibly indicating that either the killer is acting randomly or... I mean, I'm sure you realize this. You can't play hangman by yourself, or else you would already know the answers. And since these letters were already filled in, and these off to the side indicate choices that weren't part of the puzzle, I'd have to guess that this is a game being played by two people. Did you already know all that? Batman? So, what do a hangman and a piano player have in common? They both need a chord to strike. God, I love that one.
Former Commissioner Gillian B. Loeb was everything that was wrong with the Gotham City Police Department. He made no bones about being friends with the likes of Carmine the Roman Falcone and Sal the Boss Maroni. So corrupt, many thought he actually flaunted it because no one would dare to take him down. We did, though. Myself, then Lieutenant James Gordon, and a young, courageous district attorney named Harvey Dent.
Hey! Who's there? Hey! Hey! No.
Former Commissioner Gillian B. Loeb was everything that was wrong with the Gotham City Police Department. Tonight, he was found strung up in his home with a hangman puzzle pinned to his chest. TW blank. C blank blank. PL blank Y. T blank blank. SG blank. M blank. Two can play this game. And the letterhead is written on. A memo from the desk of Harvey Dent, DA.
You've been listening to DC High Volume Batman Dark Victory. Batman Dark Victory comic written by Jeph Loeb with artwork by Tim Sale. Directed by Fred Greenhalgh. Audio adaptation by Fred Greenhalgh, Roshan Singh Sambi, and Scott Lee Chua. Batman created by Bob Kane with Bill Finger. Starring Jason Spizak as Batman, Jay Paulson as Jim Gordon, Adam O'Byrne as Two-Face, Reba Burr as Catwoman, Dan Gill as the Joker, Tessa Monroe as Janice Porter, and Christina Rosado as Sophia Falcone. Also starring Jesse Birch, Joel Brady, Ian Cardoni, Tommaso John DeBlasi, Nick Fisher, Rachel Rosenblum, and Simon Vance. With additional voices by Robert Bettel, James Ciccone, Andy Cowell, Matthew Quern, Darren DePaul, Richard Doyle, Rebecca Falconberry, Brian Finney, Jean-Francois Donaldson, Jonathan Freeman, Fred Greenhalgh, Aaron Hendry, Cassidy Caston, Michelle Lukes, Catherine McNamara, Byron Mark Newsom, Joe Ockman, Gabriel Oliva, Spencer Olson, Jason Pace, Valerie Ortiz, Greg Roman, Devin Shepard, Kevin Smith, Mike Starr, Regina Toffin, Austin Troe, David Uslin, Nora Wyman, and Johnny Williams. Casting by Sunday Bowling Kennedy and Meg Mormon, CSA. Produced by Fred Greenhalgh and Roshan Singh Sambi. Executive producers for DC, Mike Pallotta and Victor Diaz. Executive producers for Realm, Molly Barton and Carly Migliori. Director of Production Operations for Realm, Devin Shepard. Production Manager, Jordan Acancia. Music composed by Sam Ewing. Additional music by Marcus Thorne Bagala. Supervising sound design and mix by Jonathan Roberts. Additional sound design and mix by Daniel Ramirez and Daniel Brunel. Dialogue editing by Joey Fishground. Additional production support by Ondas Productions. Assistant editors Chia Yam Chong and Jamie Leidwinger. Associate producer Andrew Kwan. Video editor Tasha Carter. Production services provided by Realm. Recorded at Real Voice LA, The Invisible Studios, CityVox, and Edge Studios. This podcast was recorded under a SAG-AFTRA agreement based on characters from DC. The characters and events depicted in this podcast are fictional. Any similarity to any actual person, living or dead, or to any actual events, firms, places, and institutions or other entities is coincidental and unintentional. This podcast is protected under the laws of the United States and other countries, and its unauthorized duplication, distribution, or exhibition may result in civil liability and criminal prosecution. Copyright and trademark DC, all rights reserved.